El Salvador just announced that they were gonna accept Bitcoin as legal tender there. How do you see that? And I would love to obviously tackle it a bit from a political also aspect. I mean, the IMF has kind of voiced some concerns there. Would love to see how you think the US is going to deal with that. Yeah, what are your thoughts on all that?
Well, first, it makes me want to go visit El Salvador. We have something called the Draper Innovation Index at draperhero.org, and that is an index of all the countries in the world and how they are accepting of startups and innovation. And really, we're just measuring their trust and their freedom. If you've got freedom and trust, that's the best way to build a great economy. The more freedom for people to innovate and try new things, and the more trust and trustworthy and trusting a government is, the richer it becomes. And I might just use as an example Korea. So Korea, there was the war in Korea, and then they for peace, they drew a line between North Korea and South Korea. And in the North, they took on Marxist philosophy, a socialist dictatorship. Everything was government controlled. They all determined, everybody's life was pretty much determined by the government, what they did, what they ate, all those things. And in the South, South Korea, it was completely a free market, democracy, capitalistic, open system, open borders, free trade. And now that experiment has gone 70 years, and the average South Korean now makes 460 times what the average North Korean makes in a given year. And that is accounting for purchasing power. And they are now 4 inches taller than the average North Koreans. So freedom works, it just works. So that's freedom. Trust, my best example for trust is that Singapore used to be the poorest country in the world. And it was very untrustworthy. And people looked at the world as a zero-sum game. For me to win, you have to lose, that kind of attitude. And then Lee Kuan Yew came in there and he built trust in Singapore, one brick at a time, just 1 year at a time. He kept building more and more trust. And now I would say Singapore is the most trusting and trustworthy country in the world, and it's one of the richest. So the same 70 years has shown that trust is incredibly valuable. So you put those two things together and you build for a great economy. El Salvador has just shown that they recognize that trust and freedom are really important to them, because Bitcoin represents trust in that it is, they're trusting a series of algorithms that are going to always be the same and always be taken seriously by everyone involved. And they're all watched over regularly by 100,000 Bitcoin miners. And it's freedom in that this is a currency that is open and transparent and global. Anyone can use it. It's recognized, the value is recognized globally, and that makes it a good place to start for El Salvador. And I kind of look at El Salvador as, a poor, untrustworthy, untrusting government that is now looking and saying, hey, if we bring on Bitcoin, suddenly there is a store of value that everybody can trust. People can build something of value they know that the government can't take away from them. If you're in a lot of countries in Africa, some in Southeast Asia, if you've built something of great value, the government just comes in and either they take it or they inflate out of it, and you end up with nothing. One of my friends from Argentina said to me when he was pitching me his business that my family has built a fortune 3 times and lost it to currency manipulation in Argentina. And each time they've built the value and then lost it, built the value, lost it. She said 3 times, and I'm only 30 years old. So during my lifetime, every decade, the government has completely taken away the value that they created through currency manipulation. El Salvador has just said, hey, we have a currency you can trust. So if you're an entrepreneur, come here. All of a sudden, El Salvador moves up 10, 20 places on the Draper Innovation Index. So this is really exciting. And Bitcoin is a great vehicle for a country to say, hey, we're in business. We're allowing our people to build something of great value and keep it.